Hi, Virgo. Let's see what the universe is wanting to tell you. My readings are timeless. When you find them is when you're meant to hear the messages. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And if this reading does not resonate for you at all, do not try to make it fit. Spirit, what is coming in for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know at this time? Okay, we have the torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So you're getting some kind of enlightenment. It could be spiritual development. You could be developing spiritually, or you could just be becoming aware of something, understanding something, or having some kind of enlightenment here with the torch. Then we have the rose. Romance is in the air. And we have the pill. Time to get out of a situation. On the bottom of the deck, we see flowers, happiness. So the bottom of the deck gives us either the overall energy of the reading, something important about the reading, or something that we don't know. And I definitely feel like this happiness. There's something here that's going to make you really happy. It could be this romance that is happening. There's some kind of romance in the air with the rose. But it is time to get out of a situation as well. Also, Virgo, this is for the collective. So, sun, moon, ascendant, and cusp, but cross watchers are welcome. And just know that I'm never going to contact you offering you a reading. Only scammers do that. Let's clarify the cards. Let's see what's going on. So, something is going to be making you really happy with the flowers. Spirit, why is torch here? Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Why is it here? Okay, something just flew out. Hold on. Way too many, but I see Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you did go through some kind of heartbreak with the Five of Pentacles, sadness, maybe feeling left out in the cold there. Spirit, show me torch. Why is torch here? A lot of times, we go within when we go through some kind of heartbreak, some kind of sadness in our life. That is when we go within the most, and we tend to become more spiritual, more listening. We tend to listen to our higher selves more at that point, become more in tuned spiritually. Spirit, show me torch. That may have happened here. You may have went through a very difficult period in your life. You may have hit rock bottom. Spirit, show me torch. Death, rebirth, Scorpio energy, and Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, I really feel that. I feel like there was some kind of ending here. It may have been a difficult ending. It may have been really hard. But I feel like you are rebirthing here with the Death card. And you are working on getting to your Ten of Pentacles. This is having it all: home, family, stability, security. Queen of Wands, feminine, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could have fire in your chart. You don't have to. But I feel like you're coming out as the Queen of Wands in this instance. The Queen of Wands, she just goes after what she wants. She's very determined. She's very charismatic. And, this situation that ended could have been a family dynamic. It could have been with someone that you had children with or family with or considered to be family. But I feel like you're working on getting towards your Ten of Pentacles, and you're determined as the Queen of Wands. You're going towards it. You want this. You want to have it all. This could be generational wealth that you're going after. It could be the whole family, home, stability, and security. That's what you're focused on. And as the Queen of Wands, you're determined that that is what you're going to have, and you're not settling for anything but that. Spirit, show me death. Why is death here? Wow. Give judgment and the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Now you're showing yourself in that cup energy. You could have water in your chart: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but this is you. I feel like there was a situation in the past. Excuse me. I'm getting over a cold or some kind of sickness. Sorry, Virgo. But you gave your full cup of love to. You gave unconditional love to this. relationship, whatever this dynamic was, you gave your whole heart to it. And it ended. And it was a painful ending with Ten of Swords. And now I feel like you became more enlightened because of this ending. It's just like I said earlier, we become our most spiritual, and we tend to go within and get more in tune with our spirituality and stuff when we do go through those most difficult periods in our life. And I feel like that's what happened here. And now you are making the judgment call about what is worth it in your life and what is not worth it in your life. What is worth putting time, energy, and resources into, and what is not worth it. And you're not putting your time, your energy, or your resources into anything that you do not deem to be worth it. Now, you are only, putting your time into what you know is going to bear fruit. You're not going with anything that's iffy or it's a maybe. You're only going with sure things now. And the tens at the very end of tarot, but they do make room for that new beginning. Spirit, show me why the Judgment, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles is here. Show me Judgment, Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Nine of Wands. Yeah, you are definitely the Empress. Okay. Two of Cups there. You have definitely become the Empress. Because now you are here as the Queen of Pentacles. You showed up here under torch, under all three, not all three, it's four, but you've shown up three of the four queens. And the Empress is all four queens in one. So what I feel like here is you were dealing with someone that I feel like was sneaking around, doing something, someone who wasn't on the up and up. The ending you had was with someone who was lying, cheating, stealing, something. They were not being true. They were not being honest. Okay. They saw you as this Queen of Pentacles, someone stable, abundant, secure, nurturing, giving. They wanted you to give to them. They wanted you to give to them, but they were sneaking around doing things here, I feel like, behind your back. Okay. And now I feel like you got your boundaries up here. It did put you in the Nine of Wands energy. This was a connection, that you feel, this might have been a soulmate. And we have many soulmates in this lifetime. Some are meant to be here short term. Some are meant to be here in the long term. But all of them are meant to teach us lessons and for us to teach them lessons. Soulmate is souls that we meet in this lifetime to learn lessons from, to teach lessons to. This puts you with your boundaries up, your guard up now. But it was a connection. It was a soulmate connection, and you felt that. Eight of Wands. But I feel like you moved forward from this because there was something underhanded, sneaky going on there. Spirit, show me Rose. Romance is in the air. Why is the Rose here? Knight of Wands. Well, you got a Knight of Wands coming in, Page of Cups, Temperance, Sagittarius energy with Temperance. So I do feel like that with this Rose here, romance is in the air. You do have someone coming in to take brave, impulsive action forward. I do feel like they're coming in with an apology here, wanting to bring in balance to the connection, wanting to heal the connection. But look at that, the Devil. I felt that as soon as I pulled that Knight of Wands. This is a temptation here, this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands are very passionate, and they will come in very quickly and be all in and be gung-ho, but then they will take off as soon as they come in. As easily as they came into your life, they will rush back out. This is this person I feel like you have this ending with. Knight of Wands, a very inconsistent energy, not someone in there for the long haul. They're in there for romance or sex. It's a temptation. Someone luring you into temptation. You've got an angel and the Devil. You have a decision here to make. One is a good decision, one is a bad decision. They are coming in with an apology, and you're going to have to make the judgment call on whether or not this person is worth your time, energy, and resources. Spirit, show me Knight of Wands. I believe it's the person from the past for most of you. It could be someone new. I'm going to keep clarifying. Spirit, show me Knight of Wands. I feel like this is someone with an apology. For some of you, it could just be an offer of romance and love with that Page of Cups to the Knight of Wands. But let's see. Spirit, show me Knight of Wands, Five of Wands. And the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is that person from the past. They're coming in. I do feel like they are very much nostalgic over you, wanting to rush in. And you know, the Knight of Wands is not necessarily a bad person. He's just not a consistent person. He's very immature. He's very of the moment, not long term. He's not looking for long term. Ace of Wands, yeah, bringing in that Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning, but it can blow out as easily as it ignites with the Ace of Wands. You have to keep it going for it to stay. And I feel like, you know, with this Five of Wands, I feel like you might be a little conflicted when this person comes towards you. You know, you might have a little bit of conflict in the mind about this because they come in. It's someone from your past that you have a connection to, that you know is a soulmate, and you're going to be a little conflicted here. And it's going to bring up the past. It's going to remind you. And you may, you know, when they first come in and everything's great, you can be very drawn into the magic of the past, the good parts of the past, forgetting that they put you in Ten of Swords. Spirit, show me Five of Wands. Why is Five of Wands here? I think that the flowers is coming out. This just came to me from Spirit, because you're going to have to figure out what is going to make you happy. You know, you got to decide what is going to make you happy. Is this person going to make you happy, or is this person going to cause you more pain? They caused you pain in the past. Spirit, show me the Five of Wands. Ten of Wands. Look at all the wands with this person. The Hierophant. And there's that Two of Cups. Lessons that were learned here. You know, Taurus energy with the Hierophant. I feel like you learned a lesson from this person. You learned that this person is going to put you in Ten of Wands energy, carrying a heavy burden from this connection. 10-10 here. Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. You know, this is someone that left you feeling overburdened. It was difficult. It was a difficult period in your life. I feel like it's someone that you wanted a commitment with. You wanted that soulmate connection to be a commitment. Instead, you got lessons. Spirit, show me Pale. Time to get out of a situation. Why is the Pale here? Show me Pale. Ace of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Yeah, you've got to figure out what's going to make you happy here. What is going to make you happy with this? Because I feel like, let me dig a little deeper. Queen of Wands, there you are, in your Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands goes after what she wants. She does what she wants. And if this person is coming in with a reconciliation for you, if you want this reconciliation. But I feel like there's a new path opening up for you in the material world here with the Page of Pentacles. There's some kind of new path that you could be taking if you want to take this new path, where you're going to be offered something in the material world. And you've got to make that decision. You've got to be the Queen of Wands. You're the Empress. But you need to be in your Queen of Wands energy, deciding what you want, if you want this. And I feel like for a lot of you, you don't. I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to take this new pathway, this Page of Pentacles pathway, because I feel like you know that this person is just going to put you back in Ten of Swords energy, and that the situation, the thing that you need to get out of is this back and forth with this person, because this is someone in Knight of Wands energy. So I feel like this is someone who comes in and out of your life. Spirit, show me Ace of Cups. And they're coming in with this new beginning in love, but they've done this before. This is someone who's done this before. And I think you need to break the cycle with this person, because they come in all full of passion and romance, and then they leave you in Ten of Swords. And they're coming back with a new beginning offer. And if you take it, I believe you're going to wind right back up in the Ten of Swords, and it's going to keep playing over and over again. This could be a karmic in your life, and you keep getting on that wheel with this person, and you're going to keep getting the same thing. And Spirit wants you to break that cycle. Spirit, show me Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here? The Chariot, yeah. It's time to get out of the situation. Go fast. Get out of it. Don't accept that. Don't accept that reconciliation from this person. It's not going to take you to your Ten of Cups. Your Ten of Cups is a totally different path. It's down that path with that Page of Pentacles. Okay? Let me dig a little deeper. Nine of Pentacles. Look at that. Yeah, that Page of Pentacles is going to take you to your Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is being stable, secure, good on your own. Whether you're single or you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter. There's something in the material world that is going to bring in your happiness. This is being happy right here, the Nine of Pentacles. Content with your life. Very happy, having all the material comforts you need around you. That's what's going to bring in your happiness. It's not that person. Spirit, show me the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer energy. Spirit, show me Chariot. If you don't accept that Ace of Cups, if you accept it, and we all have free will, you can accept it or you cannot accept it. If you do not accept it, though, and you go down whatever this path is, I feel like there's a path that's going to be opening up in the material world. It's going to put you in Nine of Pentacles. If you get with this person, the likelihood that you end up back in the Ten of Swords is high, because they're still showing up as the Knight of Wands, the Moon, and the Eight of Cups. The Moon is Pisces, Cancer energy. So this is someone that you have deep feelings for, okay? Someone that you may have, at one time at least, been drowning in your emotions over this person. The feelings are very, very deep for this person, and it will be very difficult for you, I feel like, to walk away from this situation. But that is what you need to do. You need to get very clear about what you want and whether or not you think that this person is going to be able to provide what you want. And if you do not feel that they can, then you need to walk away. Let's get you an oracle card for guidance. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance for Virgo. What guidance do you have for them? Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. Starfish Spirit. Stretched out on the beach, the starfish opens fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. As you look out toward the horizon, do you open up to infinite possibility? Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imagination and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch out past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith. For miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign. A starfish spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. Yeah, you do have infinite potential. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the reading, Virgo, and if you did, please like the video.